Chatterbait Fishing. Today I'm bringing you guys another Delta video, but this one's going to be a little different than I usually make. We just got back from the California Delta. I'm a junior high school English teacher, so I get summers off. I started this summer and I ended this summer at the California Delta, which was pretty awesome. What I want to do this time is show you guys what baits we're using, well, at least what I'm using when I'm up there at the Delta. I predominantly used 4 baits, but I have one other that I want to share with you guys first. But before I get to the baits, I gotta go over how totally insane Darren and I are. Now, I went to the Delta with Darren. We did a 2.5 day trip. When we get to the Delta, we don't get to get up there very often. We're up there maybe 2 times a year if we're lucky. So when we get up there, we go nuts. We got there for a half day on Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday we fished all day. So on the first half day, we got there at 1, put the boat in. We're on the water by 1 and we fished till 8 o'clock. 7 hours. The next day we got up at 6 o'clock. We were on the water, well, we got up earlier than that, but we were on the water fishing by 6:15. We fished to 8:15 at night. So that was a 14-hour day. The next day we got up, did the exact same thing. On the water by 6:15, off the water after sunset at 8:15, another 14-hour day. So what you're looking at is we had 2 14-hour days and 1 7-hour day, with a couple of little food breaks mixed in, but it's roughly about 35 hours of fishing in 2.5 days. That's nuts. I'm not a kid anymore. That wears you down. But when we get to the Delta, we want to get as much time in the water as possible because we're just not up there very often. So we go crazy. 2.5 days, 35 hours of fishing. All right, this bait I want to share with you guys is a toad bait. This is my toad. This is a hand-poured bait. This is the one I really wanted to catch a fish on because it's one of my favorite baits to make. It's also a lot of fun to fish this thing. So let me explain how this works. This is different from a hollow-bodied frog in that this is solid plastic. We call these toads. This is a 2-pour. What I do first is I do a hand pour on the belly. You can see right here the white. So I hand pour that into the mold. Then I close the mold up and I inject the top part, which is the brown here. I call that Carolina craw. That's that specific color there. Then after I've got those, they fuse together inside the mold. So you've got the one body part there that's 2 colors. Then I put on eyeballs. After I put the eyeballs on, I heat up some clear plastisol and I dip the head into the plastisol. And what that does is it locks the eyeballs in there. This is an incredible looking bait. And it's very versatile. What this does now is when I get up to the Delta, I'm going to throw it into the mats or beyond the mats. These back legs kick like crazy. It looks a little bit like a whopper plopper when it's in the open water. Then it'll get up to the mats and it climbs on top and you can hop it around just like you would a hollow-bodied frog. Every time it hits an open water spot, it's going to start kicking these legs again, creating that whopper plopper effect. Incredible. What I really like about this is there's no other bait that a bass explodes on like this thing. Frogs, toads, the fish come out of the water and try to kill it coming down on top of it. It's an incredible explosion. It will get your adrenaline pumping when you catch a fish like this. Now the problem with this trip is that we were up there during the big frog tournament. I think they had probably around 100 boats. You got 2 guys per boat, so we're looking at a couple hundred guys for 2 days who did nothing but throw hollow-bodied frogs. I'm not sure if they can throw toads in that event. If you fish that event, let me know. But I do know that it's mostly hollow-bodied frogs. Those guys were fishing every one of those froggy looking mats. And they were catching all the big fish, taking them back over to Bethel Island for the weigh-in. So those big fish were getting pulled out from the mats that I then went and followed them in with this guy. And there were really no big fish left. So I had a couple of blow-ups. I'm going to share those with you right now. They're super exciting, even though these were 3 small fish. Neither one of them was able to catch the bait. So they would jump out, explode on it. They just didn't hit the bait coming down. I was out of luck. The big fish probably had already been taken out for the tournament. But let's take a look at those blow-ups right now.
Yeah, well, look at the kicking here. I love the little wake.
Smashed in the open water.
Yeah. It's perfect though when you get a pocket because it comes over the cheese and then it hits and starts kicking. Oh, geez, that was fun. That was fun. I did.
I don't know how big he was.
I don't either. It doesn't even matter.
Wouldn't that be an 8-pounder?
Yeah, well, that would be. I couldn't do it. My heart just jumped there and it wasn't even big enough to take it.
You don't expect it all of a sudden.
I was looking at the frog thinking, why wouldn't something come and eat that?
Oh, my God, you got him.
No, it didn't. But that's fun.
That one there.
Okay, I'm all over this. Out there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he.
Oh, did you get blown up?
Yeah. Right where he was jumping. He didn't feel very big, but that was kind of cool.
All right, that's my toad bait. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any fish on that toad bait this trip, but we caught a ton of fish. We didn't catch big, giant fish, nothing over 3 pounds, but we caught a lot of fish. And of course, you'd expect that when you're out there 35 hours in 2.5 days. But we caught them I caught them on Ford baits predominantly. I'm going to start with the first one, which is nothing new to anybody who's ever fished the Delta. And of course, it is the Senko. I fish my Senko with an O-ring right here in the middle, and then I'll take some kind of a circle hook or some kind of a short round hook, like a big old drop shot hook or something, and I put that through the O-ring, and I fish that the Senko wacky rigged. If I'm here in California, in the Southern California part, we're fishing 5-inch Senkos. That's pretty common, I think, around the country. When you're at the Delta, you're oversizing everything. So I'm throwing 6-inch Senkos, sometimes even 7-inch Senkos, and I really like green pumpkin with any colored flake, and it seems to always do the trick. Now, Darren throws his Senkos on a Texas rig. I'm throwing them wacky rigged, and to be honest, I've never seen a real big difference between the two. We catch about the same size fish. We catch about the same amount of fish. So I don't think it's a big deal which way you rig it up. What Darren has as an advantage of is that his is weedless. So when you Texas rig it, it's going to go down through the reeds, through the grasses, and it's going to come up cleaner than this guy. This guy, you're cleaning off grass after every cast. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of our fish that we caught on this Senko.
The wrong fish is what they are. It's always exciting when you get the pump, but not when there's nothing following it.
Right.
Oh, right away. Look at this. You see him pulling? There we go. There we go. It's running out deep. You stay down, my friend. Hey, we got a low tide pattern going.
This is all bonus.
Yeah. Same size as those. But fun. If you're going to catch a bunch of them, they might as well be these guys that fight and know how to play the tide a little. Sweet.
Same size.
Same.
Nice. But take it.
But you know, if they've got these there.
Come on, load. No, we always gotta.
Oh. Not, well, I don't know yet. Look how far out I am too.
Yeah. On a Senko, right?
Yeah. He's pulling me. He doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah, you never know.
But he's got that delta pull.
He could be swimming right at you too.
Yeah, I mean that 1.5 I had in the Senko, he didn't look big until he got real close. I like how far down he's gone.
Come up.
Oh,
He's not bad.
it's not bad, but he's got a lot of weed.
Let us with him.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. All right, let me just grab his face out of there.
All right, my third bait, and I didn't catch a lot of fish on this bait because I don't throw it as much. Darren relies on this bait a lot. I switch up a crankbait for this bait, and I'll explain how that works in a minute, but that, of course, is your Chatterbait. Darren's throwing a Chatterbait that has a, like more of a craw trailer. This here is the missile baits. I think they call this the spunk shad. I think that's what this one's called. But this is the Chatterbait. Darren throws it all the time. When Darren's throwing the Chatterbait, I'm usually throwing a crankbait. In fact, I'll show you that to you right now as well. So I'm throwing a craw colored, this is a Lucky Craft craw colored bait. He's throwing this, I'm throwing this at about the same time. And again, I'm finding that we both hook up just about the same amount of time. These baits seem to catch about the same size fish and about, you know, at the same frequency. The difference is this bait right here, the Chatterbait, it really swims through the weeds very well. You bring this back, it's not going to be covered in weeds. The crankbait, it's always covered in weeds. This seems to catch every weed on the bottom. I throw this on high tide or anywhere where I've got at least 7 feet, maybe 6 feet of water depth, where this can come swimming through without getting stuck on the reeds. This guy you can fish on high tide or low tide. So I found myself throwing this a lot on the low tide, but to be honest, I'm throwing the crankbait a lot more than I'm throwing this bait. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the crankbait fish and some of the Chatterbait fish right now.
There it is! At the boat, like
25 feet of line out.
you had less line out than me. Oh, that's a fish. Just under 2 pounds. He looks a lot familiar. None of the little dink things are pulling up. Alright, we're on him. He hasn't sold me yet on its size.
Scale?
Yeah. There we go. Now he's definitely on.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, you needed that?
Yeah. He's not too.
Anything, man. I'm all talking about trolling motors, and you're on.
I did. There he is. This one he took it and kept it. Hey, that'll be my first chatterbait.
Oh.
Not like I would have lost a giant, but that is the first chatterbait fish for me.
There you go.
Ben, do it.
He's fighting. But they all fight. Even the one.
I know. Yep, he's running around.
He feels good, but you know what that means. He's 110. Same size.
Yep. He's going to be bigger than that. He's about 112, 13. I lost sight of him. There he is. I don't know, dude. He's... Oh, get over here. He's bigger.
You and your one-handed net job.
He is super close to 2. He's fat. He's got the fatness the other guys did not have.
Oh, I don't know. He's a 115 now.
He's right on the edge. Need an FA guy?
Well, we'll keep moving. You know, we haven't caught anything yet. So.
No. We're going to catch one between here and the end. I don't think we ever get skunked here. Even if it's a little thing. Little one.
I got one.
Yeah, no skunk here. Oh, it came off.
Same size as yours.
Yeah, which we'll take right now. And if you're in the frog tournament, you can't even come over here and do this.
Actually, we're not in a frog tournament. Fish whatever you want.
That's right.
I mean, I want frogs because I think they catch big fish.
Oh yeah, and they're fun.
Hell. Got one?
Yeah, he's little. Right on the reeds. But 3 fish and about 5 casts. He's not little. He's all right. No. But that is a decent fish. Dang, I hate when that hook is sitting right there. I'll go ahead and reach in there because that doesn't end well with me if I reach for that.
Yeah, that's where, like, on
Dude, we gotta hook a big one.
got one?
Yeah. That's a decent fish. Probably about the same size as that last one I caught though. But if nothing else, that point has to produce. Boy, he is dogging. Love it. I am gonna net him.
Oh, you got it or no?
Yeah. Just the way he's fighting current there. The other one's better, but that's okay. I like when I fish a spot where I'm surprised when I don't get a fish.
Yeah. I thought you'd load up. That was funny.
And every time I've hit right on the point,
Yeah. Boom.
is boom. This point twice, that same spot. Yeah, you know what? why do we leave this so quick?
We're hunting bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not bad.
No, these are
We're like, yeah.
these are both good fish. Yours is long, mine's fat.
Yeah, usually.
It's the same kind of water. It's been coming in series. There we go.
That one?
Yeah. He ain't no 2-pounder. Take that back. He's bigger than I thought. I'll turn to you. Here he comes.
You got no line out, dude.
Thank you. He ain't no 2 pounds. But little dinker.
That one?
Yeah, but he's nothing. I was kind of hoping he was swimming at me, but he ain't. But that's 2 casts, 2 fish. So we're in a good spot. I traded up for a veteran with a proven track record. Doesn't have the flash of the rookie. Dodgers won 10 zip yesterday.
I guess too.
A's. They got beat the day before though. Dude, the veteran, that was a good fish, and then he got quiet on me. He had a lot of weight when I first hooked him. I'm hoping he's just swimming at me, 'cause he sure felt good. That's me saying, hey Darren, grab the net real quick. He's not. He's 112. Still a very nice fish. I'll take that. He's long. Plus, if that knot was a little loose, it's better to let the little guy come and break me than have the heart break later.
If you had you've got that 5 or 6 pounder right now, you just
Oh yeah.
take you back. You gotta take me out to the cabin.
Oh, if he would have jumped and made a cannonball fat boy splash,
Yeah, you just be like.
I'd be crying. I wouldn't have to wait till school starts. I'll cry now.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Emotional moment. Yeah, it's like, oh, be like, that's not what we're talking about.
It's a good hit.
That one?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, but I'm gonna lift him. He's not. He hit it nice, but he ain't that big. It's probably the size of the guy, bro. Whoa! Top water hit. Oh, did you see him dart?
Yeah.
He just ran full speed to the left.
Did you see him like? He wasn't.
Dude, that is out there in the middle.
I saw one boil out there. Did you see him? Yeah, you saw him like take off.
He hit it and went dead left. No, that's not with striper fight right there. Took a top water to get the big one. That
It is a striper.
it's a striper. I was gonna say he's a big boy, but I need to just get over here. It's actually for his delta. That's a good striper. The way he darted was so stripery.
All right, my last presentation is near and dear to my heart because, again, it's a home pour. So I like to fish the drop shot down here in Southern California. These lakes are really finesse-oriented lakes. You get up to the Delta, you're not really finesse fishing anything. So my spinning rod that I'm throwing a drop shot on is 14-pound test line, and I'm throwing huge worms. So this worm here is a 7-inch giant fat worm that I would never throw down here at Castaic Lake or Pyramid Lake, but at the Delta, this thing gets hammered. And the reason I love this bait, in fact, let me show you here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, it's a 2-tone bait. So again, this is one where I do a hand pour for one level, close the mold, then inject the other side. It's a purple on one side with this blue on the other. I call this my Delta Spirit color. And I love this worm because some of my biggest fish at the Delta have come off this worm. We came back one day from a long day of fishing. We hadn't caught a lot of big fish. We're just getting ready to put the boat away at the B&W Marina, at the B&W Resort. And I took this and I threw it up into the boat slip where we were gonna put our boat. And it got hammered by a fish that was just under 7 pounds. A lot of fun to land that fish just right here on a home poured bait. So I love this bait. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of the fish. In fact, I caught a lot of fish on this bait this trip. Let's take a look at some of those right now.
Roller too.
Oh, that's right there, that baby. It's kind of weird because there's cabins over here behind the boats.
Yeah.
That's a bass.
Yeah, way over there.
You see him over there though? That guy cleared the water by 3 feet. Decent fish too. Well, hold on.
Oh, good bite?
He swallowed it, so it's a decent fish, dude. That's 2. No, he's not. No, he's not. He showed me his belly first, and then
On worm?
yeah.
That mine? No.
He's close. He's,
Oh, he's heavy.
I was gonna say he feels heavy in the water. He's fat. I don't think he's long. There we go. He's running.
You got one.
Yeah.
Nothing even there.
Yeah. Can't tell, but he ran straight out.
He's in the current, you know.
Yeah. Look at him run. I mean, he's going out deep. I hooked him back there. I'm wondering, because I hooked him back there.
The way he's running makes me think forever. Maybe not though.
But no, because it's a worm. He's a good fish if he's a largie, or just one of them Delta. Let's net him just to be safe. He's pulling hard.
Might be.
Here we go.
Take him to the other side, or you got him?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. Not 2. That's a 1.
That's a
10.
It's a good fish, though.
That's a good one.
Thank you, my friend. There's nothing worse though when you feel the tug set the hook and it's empty.
Yeah.
Dude, see it, and that's a decent fish. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
That's 3 out of 4 casts.
I like that purple one.
They are. That's a lot of fish with that today. And even this little guy ran out. Dog's a little.
And the worm is still there.
For now. Actually, it's not in his mouth, so I'll get to keep that one. Maybe not. Shaker.
It's not a bad one.
No. We haven't caught a terrible fish in here yet. Dude, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Got one.
Yeah.
Let me know.
He felt good when he came in. He feels heavy, actually. But we know what that means on the Delta. Not a lot. That's more weight than most of my fish have definitely had.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Oh, he's good there. He had a lot of weed on him too, but he's still 2+. That's back to back. Hey, and I didn't get my last 2-pounder, so. Ready?
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah, he's 2+.
Bigger than that.
That's nice. That's back to back goods. Oh yeah, you know what? Look at the eye.
Yeah.
He may be.
You got the new one.
He may be better than I'm thinking. He feels a little heavy.
I don't really have anywhere to go anyway, so.
Yeah. But here's what's weird. So we're 3 of our last, probably our last 3 fish, 2-pound plus. Oh, car.
Oh, that's the gate you guys walked through.
That's the gate. The car just, fish is on. What am I doing? I'm getting hit. No, I'm not. I got a fish. Keep doing that, which is okay. It gives him a chance to really get it. I like this wall. It's a good fish too. I got him. That's big worm. Stay down. If he hasn't shaken off by now, I don't think he is. All right, come here. Come here. That was a lot of work for a medium-sized fish. That's the exact spot I caught one last time. It's a good fish. Yeah, it was right in front of that fence. He's not good right now. Oh yeah, he's good. I got him. Wouldn't be shocked if he's the exact same fish. Fighter.
Alright, before I wrap up this video, I want to tell you about 2 fun fish stories from this trip. I wasn't able to film all the time. We were on the water 14 hours a day for the 2 long days, and I was using just batteries in my GoPro. I did not hook up my power pole, so it was all battery power, and of course I just didn't have the batteries to cover 14 full hours of fishing. So a couple of fun fish catches that never made it onto video. The first one was I had a crankbait, and it was dragging behind the boat, just 2 feet behind the boat, because I didn't even know it was in the water, to be honest. I was tying up a Senko, and I guess the crankbait was floating right behind the big motor, because all of a sudden I see my crankbait rod moving towards the back of the boat. Grabbed it, picked it up, and sure enough, a fish was on. It had come up right next to our big motor with a crankbait that's just floating right on the surface a few feet behind us, and grabbed a hold of it. That was a fun fish catch because there's no reason that fish should have been caught. The other one was a drop shot fish. Darren was taking the trolling motor and he was moving down a bank, and I saw a spot that I thought I wanted to cast to before we got away from it. He was moving pretty quick, so I cast up in front of me, hooked into a really nice bass. In fact, I'm going to show that guy to you right here, because I did not get this guy on video, but was able to hook it, reel it in, get it back in the water. The whole time Darren's taking us down this line with his trolling motor to get to our next spot. So that was a lot of fun to catch too, but unfortunately I didn't get it on film. Hey, let's go ahead and leave this video by coming back in on a sunset on the California Delta. Thanks for coming with me today. I'll see you guys next time on Bass Day Fishing.
That's kind of a cool photo if I had my camera. Shadows on the reeds.
That is awesome, dude.
That's gonna make some cool video. You've disappeared into the tree. There you go.